Okay.
All right, guys, welcome to the team call. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you can see the little slideshow that I made for us tonight. There we are. All right, so we all know that it's almost March, but February is not over yet. We've still got 4 full days after today. So if you're not at your Success Club goal, do not give up. Don't get discouraged. Don't give up. As the quote says, it's often the last key in the bunch that opens the lock. So I take that to mean it could be that last person that you reach out to that decides that they need to, get started in the challenge group. It could be that last post that you make that really speaks to someone and they reach out to you. So don't quit just because it's almost March. If you're not at your goal, do not quit. Keep inviting, keep posting, push hard. And now with On Demand, people can get started in our challenge group as late as Sunday because they can get access to their workouts streaming with the challenge pack only the next day. And they can even get PDFs of their programs and all of that. So don't give up. We're super excited for March, but February is not over yet.
Yeah.
All right. So guys, here's kind of the little layout, basic outline of super exciting things we have starting in March. So our challenge group starts Monday, Summer Bodies in Progress, and we're using the new My Challenge Tracker app. So we'll see how that goes. It's really super new, but I think it's going to be a really nice way to connect even further with our challengers. As everybody knows, March 1st, the release of 22-Minute Hardcore with Tony Horton comes out. It's 22 minutes military-style workout, and, it's really important, even if some of these workouts aren't like your number one choice of workout, it's really, really good to get behind the new programs and to go through the new programs so that you don't get bored, and so you can speak to that program to people who would really be interested in it. All right, so that's coming out on the 1st. And I know I've talked to most of the other coaches who are doing Hammer and Chisel right now, and we finish up on the 6th of March with that. And everybody seems to be, ready. They say they want to go ahead and get started with that right as soon as we're finished with Hammer and Chisel. So I think most of us are planning to go ahead and get our copy when it releases, either the 1st or the 2nd, and just get started when we get it. So we can start speaking to it on Facebook and that sort of thing. So the Shamrock 4-miler here in Abingdon, I know Ashley said she's got another to run, so she probably won't be coming to that one, but I think Anita signed up for it, and I'm going to run it. And so that's just going to be a fun way for anybody on the team who's in the area to kind of get together and do something active, and we can kind of hang out afterward and that kind of thing.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, and there's a walk you can walk to. For anybody, I know in the team page, people were kind of panicking.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So
I'm definitely going to do it.
Okay, cool. This next one I haven't even said anything about yet because I've just been working on it, but I'm so excited about it. If anybody on the team is a coffee lover, and that's a prerequisite for participating in this group, you have to be a coffee lover. You got to be real deal. All right, so on the 14th, I'm planning to do, and it's open to anybody who is really interested in this. It's really going to be a niche kind of thing, but it's going to be like a week-long coffee and cardio Shakeology group. So, yeah, so what that's going to be is they're going to PayPal you, me, whoever, we'll figure it out, $30 for 5 Shakeologies so they can get, whatever, but it's got to have cafe latte because that's the theme, and that's a good way for us to get behind the cafe latte and, be introducing that to people. And they're also going to sign up, if they're not already a customer or something, they're going to sign up for the free trial of On Demand, and we're just going to kind of pick a different workout to do daily. So they'll have a workout and we'll do some recipes and, just clean eating principles and really just geek out about love and coffee and maybe talk about healthy creamers or just different kind of stuff like that. So I think it's going to be really fun. I'm super pumped about it because I think it's a low cost way to introduce people to, what our challenge groups offer. And I know everybody says this and it's true, but we get the price objection for Shakeology all the time. So if they can try it for $30, and they're not committed to anything, they're going to see the value in it. And, if they drink it a week consistently, they're going to start to notice that energy boost and, kind of the digestive benefits and that sort of thing. So I'm super excited. You guys can let me know if you want to get in on this. Like I said, you got to be geeking out on some coffee. So, and, it'll be good to reach out to people who have that same interest. All right.
Okay.
So as we have been doing, this will be our third time. On the 21st through the 25th, we're going to do another 5-day sneak peek into coaching. That's been going well. It's been a really great way to introduce people to coaching. And, any standout challengers that you have this month, you can kind of mention to them about coaching and see if they want to get involved. You can post about coaching on your Facebook page and, reach out to just people you think would be good coaches. All right, so that's going to go as usual, the second to last week of the month. All right, so the last Monday of the month is when we're going to do our next challenge group. So I need input from the team on what they kind of want to do, but I know I kind of want to theme it like a boot camp or kind of like a bikini boot camp or something, so that we can really promote 22-minute hardcore. But I'm thinking maybe have it be open to 21-day fixers, and maybe we could even do 3, 6, or 8 week bikini boot camp, your pick, something like that. So, we can talk more about that as it comes up, but just know you have a challenge group starting up at the end of the month. So that way you can be inviting all month long. Now, the last thing, but one of the super exciting and important things at the bottom of the screen here is on the 2nd of April is our second quarter Super Saturday. So Super Saturday is a quarterly event that corporate and that Beachbody does. That is just, they release all kinds of new information, and it's just a time that coaches get together and really network and just hang out, and they always have like some super cool announcements and that kind of thing. So I usually go to the Pittsburgh Super Saturday because from where I live in West Virginia, it's about an hour and a half, so it's like nothing, and it's always thrown by Melanie Mitro, who's the top coach in the company. So it's always like banging. Like they have Autumn Calabrese there and Carl and stuff, so it's like a big deal. But I'm thinking I'm going to do some research and find the biggest one that's drivable for us in this area, Richlands, Abingdon, Bristol, and maybe we can get a bunch of us together and kind of go there.
Yeah, I'd definitely be up for that.
Ashley, you're not supposed to be up there. Okay. So, hang on, guys, 1 second. Get in here or get out. Okay. That's my cat. All right, the last thing, but super, I'm excited about it. You'll see on the left-hand side of the screen, it's Coach Bingo. So we're going to do this as our team-wide promotion for March. And the shirt you see on the right, I have several of them. I have different sizes, and I have like 5 or 6 of them. So anybody who gets a bingo gets a shirt. So it's going to be awesome. So that instead of Team Cup, which we had corporate run this month, we're going to do just our Team Fit Fun Free bingo. So we're going to talk more about that in the team page, and I'll post this graphic so you can know and see, when you get a bingo. So I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be fun little promotion. All right, and really that's all the bantering and rattling on I have to do, and I asked Ashley to speak on the team call tonight because she just straight out of the gate, 2 weeks as a new coach, she had already hit Success Club, and it's just really, really been incredible to see your work ethic and just how awesome you've done and how fast, and you're just a friend and you're a joy to have on the team. So I'm going to go ahead and unshare my screen, and I'm going to hand it over to you, Ashley.
Okay.
In 1 second. Maybe.
It's not meant to be.
It's meant to be. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. So Megan asked me to talk about a couple of things, beginning with my reasons for starting as a coach. So my reasoning behind starting as a coach stems from the fact that I have always been into health and fitness. So most of my life, I have been very into health and fitness. Like my friends would make fun of me when I was like 12 because I would do Jane Fonda videos. Like, yes. So, of course, I wanted to try these products myself. And I was involved in, I think, 3 challenge groups with Megan before I ever actually purchased anything. So then I thought, okay, I just need to do this. You know, I need to try it. And it's the cheapest way to do it is to become a coach. So I did that. And then I started to see that, you know, this was actually a realistic method for making extra income as well. So how have I reached Success Club the first 2 months? That's kind of a tricky question. I don't really know, but I can share some of the things that I've done. I think the most important thing is consistency. It really comes down to consistency. You have to, you know, make sure that you're putting out there what you're doing. Otherwise, people have no idea what you're doing. I mean, they can't read your mind. So you have to let people know. You have to talk to people. At first, I was a little freaked out about private messaging people, but now I've gotten to the point where I'm not freaked out about it at all. Like, I will private message people and just, you know, hey, how are you? How have you been? I haven't talked to you in a while. Something like that. Just striking up conversations has been the best method for me, because then, of course, they're going to say, oh, well, what are you into nowadays? And I say, well, you know, work, trying to get in shape, something like that. And so then they'll ask me, well, what are you doing to get in shape? And it just kind of comes up naturally. Another thing that I've started doing recently that's helped is paying attention to people's status that they post. Because I've got a lot of friends who have been posting things like, for instance, I had one this week, just booked a cruise. I'm so excited. So then I messaged her, you know, oh my gosh, how cool, where are you going? And then it kind of led to, she says, I need to get in shape before this cruise, you know, what program are you doing? So just little things like that, just paying attention and conversing with them about these things. And then eventually kind of naturally leads to the fitness, the topic of fitness. I think one of the important things that we say, I guess, on every call, but it can't be stressed enough, is, you know, just sharing your story and not selling. No one likes to be, you know, talking to a salesperson. So don't be that person. It's annoying. So much more important to share. And that's why I personally think it's so important to use the products ourselves. Because how can you share something if you don't even use it yourself? You don't believe in it. No one, you're not going to come across as, you know, an honest person trying to sell something to people. So I think just sharing is huge. And another aspect of that is, you know, of course we all have these situations where people will say, oh, you know, no thanks, I use this product or that product. And I think that's fine. I think we should not talk bad about other products, because when people do that, they just look bad. You know, it reflects bad on you. And nobody wants to talk to someone who's negative or putting down another product or anything like that. So I just say, oh, you know, that's great. I've heard about that product. Have you had good results with it? You know, tell me about it. I am interested in learning about it. So I think that's a good tip. And then I guess my last tip, maybe one of the most important, just be a positive person. You know, make sure everything you put out there is positive. Make sure everything you put out there is uplifting or helpful or useful in some way. Like, you know, we all see all these posts on Facebook, like negative political posts or whatever, and you can't really do that when you're trying to give off a positive image to the public. So I think that's one of the main things, is just being a positive influence on people. And after, you know, a little bit of time, the whole compound effect comes into play, and they start to see, you know, hey, this person's really sticking with this, so maybe there is some substance to it. And man, she sure has been positive ever since she started this. You know, this must be a good thing. So I think that's one of the most important parts. And that goes right back into consistency as well. Because again, that consistency is not going to give us results immediately, but that's okay because eventually it will. So those are just some tips that I listed today.
Awesome. Ashley,
Do you all have anything to add?
yes, I have two things that I really want to add to what you were saying about being positive. Like, so as soon as you become a coach, like all of your negative bullshit goes off of Facebook. Like you cannot be
Yes.
doing that anymore. And I know we still have
Yes.
some folks who do that kind of thing, and it's just you can't do it, to be a professional person. And another thing that I have learned along the way too is to share my struggles in addition to all the positivity, but
Mhm.
it always has a silver lining. You're always looking at the positive aspect of it, because you can't just be like, well, this sucks. I ate a freaking cheesecake and blah. You got to be like, I ate a cheesecake because I'm human, but I'm back
Right.
in it tomorrow. So,
You're normal, yeah.
yeah. So, and the other thing you said that I really resonated with was, the compound effect and the work that you put in now pays off later. And that is so true. Like the work that you put in this 30 days in February, you're going to start reaping the benefits in March and April and even into May, maybe even next year. So the business coaching tends to run on like a 30 to 90 day cycle. So all of the work you put in up front, you start to kind of harvest the benefits of that in a 30 to 90 day period. So that's why, like you said, consistency, you just can't stop, because if you have stop and starts in your business, you just lose people. You're not consistent. They lose trust in you. So, and you can slow down. You have to slow down at times, but you can never totally stop. So that's all the blabbering I have to say about that. What else?
What else? Let's see. Another thing you had mentioned for me to mention is how do I fit this into my schedule?
Yes.
Because I do work full time, more than one job. I'm kind of a workaholic, and I'm involved in civic organizations. I'm on boards for the city, all kinds of whatever. I never leave time for anything. So what I've done is I find the business activity tracker to be key with that, because I eat lunch at my desk almost every day. Unless I'm meeting someone for lunch or something like that, I'm at my desk every single day for lunch. Well, that's plenty of time, more than enough time for me to fill out that business activity tracker. I mean, it takes me 15, 20 minutes to add 3 friends, send a few messages, post about something, and follow up with whoever I currently have in a challenge group. And that, since I started doing that in February for the Team Cup competition, I think has made a major difference, because like you and I've talked about, you can see where you're lacking if you are lacking. Not only that, it's good for me just to remember who I need to contact on which days, because I can look back and say, okay, I haven't talked to this person in a week. I need to follow up with them and see how they're coming along or whatever. So it's good even just for record keeping purposes, because nobody can remember all these names when you got other things going on. So it is very possible to fit it into a busy schedule. It does not have to be time consuming. If you have a smartphone, you can pretty much do it from anywhere, anytime. So I have not had a problem at all fitting it into my schedule.
Yeah, I think where people mess up is they don't focus. Focused time is, oh my God, that's so key, because you can be at it for 30 minutes or an hour and realize that you've been liking and commenting and scrolling the news feed, but like you're not doing the stuff you're supposed to do. Like you're not posting, you're not messaging, you're not, following up, and just keeping your mind focused. You can, like you said, you can do a ton in 15 minutes if you set a timer and you're focused. So I used to do my best power hours when I was working at the PT clinic. I would go in that treatment room, shut the door, and I was like in there. Like I was I was more productive than sitting around trying to do full-time coaching, honestly. So we'll see. So honestly, it's been under 30 minutes. Does anybody have anything they want to add really quick? Or if not, we'll go ahead and get off here, and I'll get a recording posted sometime tomorrow for the rest of the slackers who didn't get on the call.
I think one thing to add too about personal development and fitting that in, because I hear people say that they don't have time for that, like, oh, I don't want to read a book, or whatever. I have started, this is really helpful, I've started just listening to YouTube videos about coaching while I'm in the shower in the morning. I mean, you can get in like 30 minutes or an hour of listening to a video while you're in the shower. It's not like you can do anything else, So I really like that, and I've learned a lot by doing that. So I think that's a helpful tip as well.
Yes, I'm kind of addicted to doing that, actually. I'm like, well, I'm going to do housework, so I can put in my headphones and like listen to a Brittany Leggett video. But it's good.
Yes.
It is good. And I have Audible, which is awesome. Like you can get Compound Effect or any of that on Audible, and it's just a lifesaver.
Cool.
Where are you finding those videos?
YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah. I just
Okay.
look on YouTube, like beach body coaching, and all kinds of stuff will come up.
Okay.
In your back office, in the coach back office under the news and training tab, there are so many training videos back there that you could keep yourself busy all year. So and just YouTubing. Like, I like YouTube. I like Brittany Leggett. Her videos are amazing. Like, she is so, it's not like philosophy. It's like, do this, do that. This is how you do it. And so check out her videos. They're really, really good. Her,
Yeah.
like Melanie Mitro too, of course. And some of the Misfit Republic, they are good too. So
Okay.
all right. If there's nothing else, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. I'm gonna go make Justin some brownies for his birthday, and I'm gonna eat one.
Oh, yum.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, Ashley, for preparing and delivering this to us. And thank you so much for getting on, Christina. And I'll see all you guys next week, okay?
All right. Have a good week.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye, guys.